Please support the Feral Druid army. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Meow. Yo, it's Olfis the Feral Druid, and today I've got a Ret Paladin 1v1 guide. These guys hit like trucks and survive like tanks. With Justicar's Vengeance, they do a ton of damage and self-healing. Shield of Vengeance also absorbs all damage and reflects it as holy damage. Now this is crazy. The name of the game here is Kite. I will have a few duels where I discuss my gameplay, where I went right and where I went wrong. If you enjoy this guide, I post daily Feral Druid content, so make sure to join the Feral Druid army. First off, let me talk a little bit about talents that I use. I am using Luden's Guidance so that I can get fresh bleeds up right when I open up on the Paladin. Along with that, I am using Lunar Inspiration to get that Moonfire off during BOP, but also just so I can have another dot, because like I said, you're going to be kiting a lot, so the Moonfire dot damage really does help a little bit. I also use Brutal Slash so I can cut through them. I'm guessing Blood Talons would do well too. I did play a little bit with both, but I do like the Brutal Slash to be able to cut them down, especially because I have my bleeds up. I did mess a bit with Incarnation, and with Incarnation you're able to kind of get back into stealth and get more rake stuns, so you're able to stun them up a little bit more, a little bit better for a burst. Another thing that works well is Resto Affinity. Since you're going to be kiting, Resto Affinity helps out a lot. You're going to be doing rejuvenations, regrowths if possible, and swift mends to get you topped off while you're running. You want to keep yourself topped off so you can absorb the most damage possible and come back into fight with the stun and take them down. If you have Shadow Meld, this works well for getting another stun off. You can Shadow Meld, go back into Prowl, reopen, and reset. If you have War Stomp, I guess you could use War Stomp as well for another stun. It is important to keep these guys CC'd and avoid as much damage as possible, because they come in and they come in hard. If they get 5 Holy Power, they can hit you with that Justicar's Vengeance, and that does a lot of damage. When they do pop Shield of Vengeance, you need to be sure not to attack into it. If you attack into the Shield of Vengeance, they will be absorbing everything, and there's a bubble, so they absorb damage, and 100% of the damage is put back out on you. I'm not sure if it absorbs 100% of the damage. I'm pretty sure it does not. It's not an actual bubble, but 100% of the damage absorbed by it is reflected on you when it's consumed. So be sure not to feed into that and cause damage on yourself. It's kind of like a karma, I guess. Alright, so let's get into a few of the duels here where I can discuss some of the gameplay. I did not get too many wins in, but I was able to get it down. It took me forever. I was doing these guys for a couple of days trying to get, a few good duels in and actually learn how to do this in proper kiting and stunning. So here I've got a few duels for you guys to check out. Like I said, if you enjoy this video, remember to subscribe. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so the first duel here, I open up with my bleeds. I've got a Luden's Guidance. Here I do something wrong. I do a 3-point Savage Roar, which is good. It's alright. But then I go up with this Luden's Guidance with 4 combo points already on, and I get that rip on. So that was a little bit of a mistake on my part. I should have Luden's Guidance before I started building combo points. I do have my rip up. I do not have a rake until now, but I did re-stealth and come back into fight. I did pop his bubble, and I'm now trying to run away, absorb as much damage as possible, and kite. I didn't kite far enough though. Maybe my bad on my part, This was kind of a messy duel. This is not what you want to do. Alright, so this duel, this is one of my early duels. I don't have a Luden's Guidance, I'm running Jagged Wounds, but I do have Savage Roar up. I get my Savage Roar up here and I run away. Since I'm not using a Luden's Guidance, I'm just trying to avoid damage because I'm not able to get that extra 5 combo points to put a rip up. So I run back and I pop his bubble, and now I'm running away again. I do pop into my Trinket, which I probably shouldn't have since he was bubbled up, but the Judgments or the Hammers really scare the shit out of me because they can really do a lot of damage while you're stunned, especially because Justicar's Vengeance has an increase to stun targets. He does have a Shield of Vengeance here, and I do attack into it. Probably not the best idea, but I get all my bleeds up and the shield's over and I run away. And I get a lot of heals off on myself. So you can see right there I get the rip and the rake, and now a fresh Moonfire. I don't have my Savage Roar up, which I probably should, but I just did it now, along with my Survival Instincts. The reason why I popped Survival Instincts is because I'm coming in right now to do a lot of Brutal Slashes and do a lot of damage. He does pop Bop, and for some reason I don't run away, but it probably would have been the best idea. Or at least, run away and re-stealth, because by the time his Bop was up, I probably could have been re-stealth by then. But I do get back into combat here after his Bop, and I'm in a good situation, and I take him down. Okay, so this next duel is pretty good. It's a good case of where I went wrong. I open up right here, I don't have a Loon's Guidance. I get my rake up there and I start building up for my Savage Roar. I think I did a 3 or 4 pointer, but now I'm working my way up for that rip. I'm fighting next to the guy. I did pop a Survival Instincts, but I did get my bleeds up right there. And I run down here, and maybe I didn't run far enough because he does come up behind me pretty quickly and grabs me. I should have ran further. I did get my health topped off though, so that's good. And I should have left him with a rip. So, you know, this is one of those situations where I may have gone wrong and where a Loon's Guidance would have come in handy, like, by a lot. I would have been able to avoid a lot of damage when applying my bleeds, and I would have been able to get more off on him. See, like right here, I come in back in for that interrupt, but I haven't even popped a bubble yet, and I'm in a bad situation. I run behind this tree for a minute, which is some good kiting. I do get a lot of heals off. I get my healing touch and a regrowth. So he comes around the corner though. I don't have much in the way of stuns or anything. I could have gotten my Mighty Bash off, but he was able to get me in that hammer and take me down. Alright, so we got another Ret Pally here. I'm wishing I would have been able to find a lot more to duel. Right here I come in with my stun and my Savage Roar, a Loon's Guidance, and trinket that stun, and bam, fresh bleeds, Savage Roared up, and he's got a lot of damage incoming from my bleeds. This is the perfect setup right here. I get my rake on him again, and I just go in straight Savage. He pops into a bubble, and I run away. I'm trying to kite him as much as I can. That was the perfect setup, and it couldn't have gone any better right there. That's what you're aiming for with these paladins. I see that he's healing and he's out of bubbles, so I'm running back in. He pops the Shield of Vengeance right here. This is where he's absorbing damage, and all of it gets sent back to me as holy damage when it's consumed. So right there you saw I took a bit of damage, but it wasn't terribly bad. I get my rip up, I have my rake up, my Ashmane's Frenzy, and it's about time to just take him down. But I get a stun. This is ridiculous. But I am in a good situation. I'm good. I have one more Survival Instincts, and there's the Brutal Slash to take him down. Okay, so I got one more duel. I open up with my rake, and I don't have much going on. I got my short Survival Instincts on and a Loon Guidance to get my rip up. I do run away. I do put the Entangling Roots on him. I get behind this tree and try healing up a bit. This is the last duel, and I kind of go back into stealth here. I open up with a rake, but I'm not able to get that stun off, and he does a lot of damage to me, so I try to kite. This is a good case of where that Pally damage really comes in. You can see right there that he can't really catch up to me because, you know, Pallies are kind of slow. His Avenging Raft does go off though, so that's good. I was able to kite away from that. I'm still kind of running. This is a bad case of kiting where I should have done a lot better. I do have all of my bleeds up though, and I get my Mighty Bash off and try to go in for some damage, but he does trinket the Mighty Bash and he's able to get some good deep stun on me. He does come in with that stun, and these stuns are what kill you, dude. Right here, even in bear form, he's able to take me pretty far down. I do pop a Swiftman just in time, but he gets me. Thank you guys for watching the video. Remember to join the Feral Druid army and subscribe. If you want to see some of my other content, click one of the annotations. See you later.